Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Minnesota Vikings and the Los Angeles Rams. Strap in. This will be a good one. 2 one-loss teams getting together as they're underway on EA Sports. Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers. Now he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. Off the option, he'll try and run with it. He's got the first down and more past midfield. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. That may be a sneak peek on this opening drive of what this young rookie can showcase, his legs.
And normally, as you start a game, you're just thinking, can he get the snap? Can he hand off? Can he just execute? Instead, he doesn't waste any time on wrapping another dimension to his game, showing off those wheels, and picking up some nice yardage.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. The 20. Room here to run. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. J.J. Nelson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Rams are going to take a first-quarter lead. It's up, it's good, and the Rams take a 7-0 lead.
Rams 7, Vikings nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble of bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. Cousins and the Vikings with a first and 10 at their own 27. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
A loss of 2 brings up second and 12 at the 25-yard line.
On second and 12, Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. What's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you can get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
Tackle made.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 5.
Cousins now from the 50. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And they go backwards. distance here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Play action now. Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That gain on third down, good for 28.
And the Vikings first down.
First down throw for Cousins. Smith catches left side. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Not much there, only a yard.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, first and goal. Vikings are going to have a first and goal as some good running there gets him down to about the 2-yard line, knocking on the door. They give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a second and goal. On second and goal, Cook waiting in the backfield all alone. They get it to him running left, and he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And his kick is right through.
That ties the game at 7.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Flush to his right. They'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 23 yards the pickup there.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get advantage out there.
And he's going to have a Rams first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
12 more yards. That's another Rams first down.
The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. These two teams all tied after 1. Here's the option. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
2nd and 12. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. They'll find Everett there, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before it crosses over out of bounds. That one good for 26 and a first down.
At the 19-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking underneath, he's got Akers. That catch good for only a couple. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it in, throw it, go play action, and take your shot at the end zone.
And that's going to be incomplete.
Sideline and incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 8 yards to go.
7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. They'll look to throw again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
For the field goal. A 34-yard attempt.
And Gay knocks this one through. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
First down.
Now Cousins. Complete. Jefferson the target. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
21 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. To the air again, it's Cousins. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tartt.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown, and pick it off, just as we saw there.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. On the handoff, it's Akers. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Eric Kendricks in on the tackle. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Complete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
Brandon, you're never quite sure what the side judge or the field judge is going to rule there. That was awfully close, but in the end, he says it passed over the 1 yard line, and that's where they're going to mark it out. I mean, you can see it right there, right? See him walking up the sideline? Told him to stop right there at the 1.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to him. 11 yards and a first down.
2 sacks last week. Another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Now this is Callaway on the receiving end, and he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. They wound up getting nothing out of that second down completion, so now here's 3rd and 10. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
7, but it's 4th down.
Now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, Britton Colquitt on to punt. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. They'll get this out wide. It's Nelson with it. That catch good for only a couple.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
The play fake. He'll look to throw. He's got a first down inside the midfield. And they'll take this down the 4-yard line. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. They'll run on 1st down with Akers. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
1-yard gain.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Gun now on 3rd down. That's going to be caught by Josh Reynolds. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of the half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Incomplete on the throwaway. Brings up second and 10 at the 20-yard line.
After the incompletion, here's second and 10 from the 20. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
It's third down.
An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is third and 10. Working out of the gun, Cousins. The open man is Smith. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
Irv Smith. 24-yard gain on the play. First down, Vikings.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Final play of the half. Cousins dancing to his left. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, second and a yard. From the gun, here's Cousins. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. Off the play fake, Cousins. He loses 4, and it brings up 4. Here's Britton Colquitt now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. This is taken at the 23. So dangerous with a football in his hands. Call that a return of 38. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. Now a throw here on second down, and that's complete. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down.
It's a gain of 15 yards and leads to third down.
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on third down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. This Minnesota D up to the task on the third down pass play.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Smith. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down.
And it's third down.
Third and long for Cousins. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And he will break. Get back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. Now the Rams bring the offense back out here to go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And this was incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Back to the air, Haskins after the pick 6. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
Second down.
Another try after the first down sack. Haskins. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And when I looked at it, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now an option play, and he'll keep it. Give him 10 yards on the keeper, and it'll lead to a second down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Rams take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this run.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Going right back to Akers. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
3rd down and 5.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He'll throw complete to Cam Akers. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now here on EA Sports. Gets the Rams out in front here. They've got control of the football as well as we get set for the 4th quarter. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And they'll try to run the option here. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you've got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone who has the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
That'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the 4th.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. And now being complete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
The Rams on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. sack number 6 now for him on the year.
You and I both know we're into a whole new realm of football because we're not just looking at tendencies anymore. We're looking at analytics, and I've got to think the analytics on 3rd and 1 say run the football.
Gay's kick is good, and that will bump the lead up to 11. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. A tougher task for them now. That turnover on their last possession led to the field goal, meaning that they have to now try to erase a 2-score deficit here in the 4th. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Haskins. That'll be complete to Cook. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 56 yards. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
It's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Off the play fake. Here's Haskins. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson.
Touchdown.
Justin Jefferson. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And at the 25-yard line, the Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. The Rams on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 5. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. The Vikings after it, and they get there for the sack. Daniil Hunter, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Here's Johnny Hekker now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10.
28-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their defense accomplished step one of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth-quarter lead. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Second and 10. Here's Haskins again. It's caught on the right side. It's Smith. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Eluding the pressure right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Haskins to throw. Over the middle to Smith. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. A second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
First down, Vikings.
Back to throw. Oh, look at that, a diving catch. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game.
At the Rams' 34-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Back to throw. That's taken in by Callaway. And he'll go down at the 28. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
First down, Minnesota.
He'll look to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go.
2nd and 12. At the Rams.
A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. They go play action now. Haskins. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
Cook, they'll try and run it. The quarterback will keep it himself. And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they've upped their lead to 3.
25.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands.
Crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Harrison Smith. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. They run it again with Cook. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll move the chains. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From Los Angeles, so long, everybody.